So I would rather them stop and pay attention. And then when they want to go, they go on their own.
What was your relationship like with Big?
Biggie was my homeboy, you know, and I mean, he was a real friend of mine. Like I remember early on, you know, when we used to come out here, he used to hang out with us. They riding limos with us. We used to go smoke, chill, the whole nine. When he made that record, the last record he made, he played a song for me. I went to the studio with him, and he was like, I want you to hear this song. He was working with 10 Crack Commandments in this room with Preem, and he took me to another room, and he played this song. I'm dreaming of Learjets and mansions and coupes and trying to sell records like Snoop. Oops. He played that record for me in front of all his homeboys. When the record went off, I was like, cuz, you killed that. He's like, I just want to give you some love, man, and let you hear this. But his perspective, you could just tell that he wasn't tripping. He wanted the world to know, I love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg loves me. Because I had already put it on the line that I loved him. But he could never come back and say, I love Snoop, because he had to stay in his lane because Pac was on him so tough. You know what I'm saying? So when he expressed that on that song, that let me know that our friendship was going to always be there no matter what. And I seen him again when he had got his legs. I guess he got in a car accident or something.
Yeah.
I seen him in Atlanta. This is right after Pac got killed. And he was in the hotel. And I seen C's. I'm like, where he at, cuz? He like, he upstairs. I'm like, let me holler at him. He like, hold on. Because, you know, they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
You know, they was, checking the temperature. So I went up there with him. We kicked it for about an hour strong. And he was like, man, I love Pac, man. I don't know why. So we just was having that intimate conversation about how he never hated Tupac.
Yeah.
How he loved Tupac. But this is just me and him in a private room, smoking, chopping up game. He had his little walker with him. We chopped it up for about an hour. I rolled out, and that was the last time I seen him.
Wow. You know, ironically enough, Pac introduced me to Biggie.
Oh, wow.
That's how I first met Biggie, at the Palladium here in New York.
Are you serious?
I swear. Pac said, swear, I want you to meet this dude. He's dope, blah, blah, blah. And they got on stage and performed together. And I always wonder how much of that beef was real, or was it?
I think it was real because Biggie probably couldn't tell him what he wanted to hear. Pac was the kind of person that's like, he all in. He with you, he with you. So in so many words, if Biggie knew, or if somebody from Biggie's camp knew Pac had got shot or who shot him or who robbed him, Pac felt, tell me that. And when they didn't tell him that, even if they did or didn't know, that just turned it all bad. Because where we come from, if you know I'm finna get shot, robbed, or jacked, and you don't say nothing, you a part of it. So that was his emotions. But me personally, I knew C's and Puffy and Biggie and all them. I don't think they set him up. I think it was some situations that caused that, and they couldn't prevent that. And it was nothing that they could do. So it was like it puts both of them in a twist, because it's like, y'all my homeboys, y'all let me get shot and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, really, what could they do? You may have created that situation.
Yeah. Snoop Lion is here.
Wow.
And I'm glad you shedding some light on this. You're reincarnated now.
Yes, sir.
You know, I always want to ask you, what's the last time you saw Pac? This is my last back in the day question until we talk again. When last time you saw him, and where was you the day he was shot in Vegas?
Wow, the last time I saw him, he was laying in the bed, holding on to his last breath. Man. Well, I had seen him before that, because we left New York. We had just left New York. I had got off the radio station with Angie Martinez, and that's when me and him like clashed, because she asked me on the air, how do you feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I said what I felt. Them my homeboys, I love them. When I got back to the hotel, it was a whole nother atmosphere. Like, he sent his homeboy up to get the bud from me as opposed to him coming to get it. Muta came and got the bud. Pac wants some bud. Hold on. Tell him to come up here. He ain't coming up here. Give me the bud. I'm going to take it to him. So I felt funny. And then my uncle said something about, you know, they downstairs talking and blah, blah, blah. So when we got on the plane to go back to L.A. the next day, Suge didn't let none of my security ride with me. I had to ride on the plane with him, his homies, and Pac. And it was the most uncomfortable ride I ever had in my life, because my nigga didn't say nothing to me the whole ride. And that's a 5-hour flight on a private plane.
Yeah.
So I walk up to him like maybe 3 hours into the flight, sit next to him. I'm like, you going to Vegas, cuz? And he turned on me like this. Start talking to somebody else. So I'm like, all right. So I go in the back, put the blanket on my head, knife in my hand, fork in my hand, and just sleep the rest of the ride. Because I feel like they finna try to do something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get off the plane, we land, he walk out. I got a Rolls Royce, he got a Rolls Royce. He walked down the steps, I walk down the steps. We meet right here. I'm like, cuz, you going to Vegas? He do me like this. Went his way and he went my way. Next time I get a call, you know, niggas like, turn on the news, cuz. I'm at Warren G house. We turn on the news, we see yellow tape, Suge BMW.
Mm-hmm.
Call Suge, he like, yeah, they whoop, come on out here now. Drive out there. I see him in the bed, laid up, no words, no conversation. I see Jesse Jackson, his mama. His mama pulled me to the side. She make me feel like a real player, because she tell me, my baby loved you, and I love you, and I don't care. She just hit me with what I needed to hear, you know, coming from a mother, because she was strong at that time. Everybody else was crying and breaking down. She was real strong, and she just held me real tight, and she just said a prayer with me. And I know I went there, I hollered at him for about 20 minutes, and I went in the bathroom, I fainted, I threw up. I just was like, I was gone. Like my whole, because me and my homie wasn't straight. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not even gonna be able to apologize to him, or even just to tell him, I feel you, I'm wrong or whatever. We never got that day, and that's the way it ended with me and him, to where he passed away, and I never got a chance to, you know, apologize or even just tell him, you know, what is it? How can we fix this?